Hi, Bill Henshaw here again, another one of my YouTube current events videos. And this is a follow up on my recent announcement on the Wisconsin case, which appears to be breaking things wide open there. Boy, it's astounding. And by the way, what I could have said earlier, and I'm going to say now, if you want more information on the Wisconsin case and get a really good idea on how the Just Us system works and see why I'm so excited about it for once in 5 decades, I should point out here. This doesn't happen very often, but what's going on here is astounding. Um, and we may get some real relief here. And the point of this video is it's going to be a really great investment opportunity for some of you out there to get involved, because if he gets released, as I expect, that sets up a situation where we'll be filing a petition for redress of grievance, and there won't even be anything filed in court, which is, just so you know in advance, in your case, the same situation. We want to keep it for the moment as quiet as possible, because that keeps them from having to face the consequences of their acts. And the priorities are such now, we don't want to go that direction. This will change in the future. But the bottom line is, these bastards out there, especially the black robe bastards and the local dumbasses, are committing acts of treason that are career-ending type matters if they become public knowledge, and might lead to presenting charges to federal criminal grand juries as well. That's how bad it is. That a lot of them don't know it because they didn't learn in law school. That's not our problem, is it? They can sue the law school and say, why didn't you teach this stuff the 4 or 6 years we were there? We didn't have a clue. But it's strict liability from our perspective, because you have a sworn duty to be bound by this Constitution and the laws enacted in pursuance thereof. If you don't know that, that's your fault. That's not the law school. You got into the position, you knew or should have known what the requirements were, and you didn't know them. Strict liability. In the civil case, the burden of proof we're going to have is preponderance of evidence, 51 to 49%. That's how good it is for us and how bad it is for them. But there'll be no litigation, trust me. In the decades I've been involved, I haven't even gotten anywhere close to a jury, including my South Carolina felony case. And I knew that on day one when I got arrested out here in a library in California. I laughed. I said to myself, what the hell is this? Well, I got the full details when I got back to Columbia. I've talked about that in other videos, but my goodness, it's just one thing after another with this system. And we have a real opportunity from the looks of it here. I can't see anything bad can happen here, which is amazing when you think about it. Because either they grant the writ, set the kid free, and that's the end of it, or they deny it on the record and commit acts of treason in so doing. And I don't think that's a very viable option here, and particularly in this case with what we have going for us. So I'll tell you more about that. Send me an email for information on the case and about my constitutional defense document packets, youwinincourt@gmail.com. And I'll provide information on investment opportunities here. These are going to be astounding, because if we have a hearing in December, which hasn't happened yet, or even if it's in January, this whole matter could be over by late spring or summer of next year. That's how quick it's going to be, because you get these bachelors in a room and I sit them down and give me 15 or 20 minutes with them on a Zoom call. They're going to get the idea, and the checkbooks are going to come out, because they cannot have us go in front of an inflamed jury with the case we would have to present. And that's the situation I want to put you into as claimants of rights. The same thing, strict liability. They knew. They had to have known. I mean, what do they tell us when we go in there and plead not guilty to a traffic court crime or whatever you have? Ignorance of the law is no excuse. Doesn't this work both directions? And if not, why not? Boy, we have big time questions to ask here. And maybe this is finally, after, for me, 5 decades in my 38th year, maybe things are finally coming to some fruition here, where we do get some real redress of grievance and are able to invoke rights secured by the Constitution. If that's the legacy I leave, I'm going to be very happy wherever it is I go, hopefully upstairs, but you never know about that. But yeah, that's what I was put here to do. And taken a major step this week and maybe getting all this accomplished, and maybe in time for me to see it and appreciate it. That's the best part. Yeah, it's been a lot of hard work, but it's been passionate, intense. And this is what they can't be, because we get in front of a jury. We're not there for the money first. They are in their $2,000 suits and all this crap. Jury is going to recognize that. They understand ruling in our favor is ruling in their favor, because they won't have to face situations like what we're in by taking care of business here. That's a hell of a burden to have to overcome on the other side, and there's no way there's even going to attempt it. I haven't got close to a jury one way or another in 5 decades. I'm not going to. And you can learn enough by studying my materials to have the same effect. You don't have to know as much as I do, because they're so damn ignorant on the other side, they won't have a way to know what you know and what you don't know. But if you do that, and you can, get my document packets, constitutional defense document packets, send me an email, youwinincourt@gmail.com. That's the best way to do it. I'll get you information right back, some bonus documents and other things, and get you up to speed too, and help you to get your family in the same situation so that they can get out from under. And the more of us that do that, the quicker we get rid of these badgers and get them off our backs. Remember to like the documents, subscribe, tell your friends, get the word out. The more people we have doing this, especially across the spectrum, Americans, Asians, Africans, the quicker we get these bastards off our back. Thank you.